morning, everyone. Today is, oh my god, what is today? It's Tuesday, November 8th, I believe. It is 5:45 in the morning, and I just left. I'm headed to work. I'm kind of like scrambling today, so this road is so bumpy. I honestly should have waited until I got on the highway, but we're just gonna deal with it. So yesterday I went to have lunch with May after work, which was like 3 o'clock, right? And in a perfect world, I would have went to go vote early since I was in Kenosha. But May and I ended up like chatting until like 5 o'clock. And living so far from Kenosha, I still had like 45 minutes to an hour's worth of a drive. And on top of that, thank God, I just missed traffic. Like any longer, and I would have been in traffic. So, I don't know. I just didn't get a chance to vote yesterday. Today is actual election day, so I have to vote today. And I'm just like, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to do it. Like, first of all, I hate driving, so the fact that I commute is hilarious. Secondly, my polling location is in the opposite direction of my house. So my prep is at the end of the day. I'm trying to I just emailed my principal like, can I go vote during prep? And then we have a staff meeting after work, so it's not like I can Zoom there after work, because I'm not gonna be out of work for a whole nother hour than I normally would. And by that time, there's gonna be like kids getting out of school and parents picking up kids to get to bring them with them so they can vote. And it's just like, already my voting location is a downtown, so I'm trying to just avoid as much traffic and people as possible. And so I would be going to vote, coming back to work for my staff meeting, and then going back home. But it's like, I don't mind having to come back to work because it's in the direction of my house, you know? So, I don't know. My principal's a pretty understanding guy. I'm sure that he'll let me do it. But I just should not have waited. And then on top of that, there's still some things that I'm unclear about as far as voting. So, I need to do some research today, probably during my lunch. But I just feel like the stakes are high with this one. So, I definitely am like trying to make it plan that I need to go do it. And then, I mean, today is kind of just like a basic day at work. Nothing extreme, nothing different happening, not even with my schedule. We are starting a science experiment today. It's like a hands-on activity, so I do want to make sure that I have all of those. Oh, actually no, we're starting that tomorrow. We're just planning it tonight. But I still want to pick at the materials and make sure I have everything I need. And then we're starting math small groups today, so I do want to do just like a little prep for that. Yesterday I literally had an observation, like an unannounced observation, and it was just not the day for it. Like, my kids are interrupting me all day, so I literally got to one point where I was just writing the answers. I'm like, if you're gonna interrupt me, I'm not gonna explain this. We were going over the answers to a test, but I don't know. I was just like not in it yesterday. Like, they were very talkative, which is very difficult when you're trying to teach. So I just wanted to give you a little update. It's very, very early. I need to listen to music or put a podcast on or something, because I need to wake up. The people outside though, are awake. It feels like there's a lot more people outside than there normally is at 5:45 in the morning. So, all right, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so here in front of my blue screen, my marvelous blue screen. But I sat in my car a little longer than I should have. So I do need to move a little quicker right now. But when I got in, obviously I know it's election day because I just spent time in the car talking about it this morning, but I realized that I forgot to do something like an activity or something for it. My first year of teaching, we did like a little Chester the Cheetah versus Tony the Tiger type deal. It was very basic, and it was kind of just like something to throw together, even though I believe my first year of teaching, that's when it was like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris like became the president and VP. So that was a pretty important year. This year, however, I think what I'm gonna do, so on Tuesdays for morning meeting, I do talk about it Tuesday. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna just put together a little like fake ballot. And the thing about me is I'm really good at coming up with stuff like this off the top of my head. Literally, like, will come up with something very extensive in the next 20 minutes. So here's what I'm thinking. So I know I want to create ballots, and they're going to be basic, but I'm thinking they're going to be about like favorite specials and like best grade, like, you know, just little random irrelevant stuff like that, because this is 4th grade, you know. And then I think I'm going to, so they're in teams, like they're in groups based on their seating, but they're also in color groups. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have different sections in the classroom for them to vote in based on their ward. I don't even know if that's like how it is all over the place, but where I vote at, like I'm in a specific ward, so I have to vote in a specific place. So I'm gonna have them choose their ward or figure out which ward they're in, and then I think I also will have them vote on a ballot, choose a ward. And then I think we'll just watch like a quick clip, like why is it important to vote? Because I know I'll be able to find a video like that. So I'm gonna put something together really quick, and they start school in 15 minutes. So when I am done, I will show you what that looks like. All right, it's 1:40, it's my prep time. I am rushing out of work to go and vote. I have like a 15-minute drive to my poll place. Hopefully, because it's still early, there is not a line. On the way is also my allergist, not my allergist, my ENT. And I have my sinus surgery in December, so I had to fill out some paperwork for work. And so I'm gonna try to drop that off too. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But I do have to hurry up because I have a staff meeting at 2:45. I don't have a lot of time, so I just made these like little signs that say like the wards, and I'm gonna place them around the room, so they're gonna have to find the ward that they vote in. And then the ballot has questions like which special is the best, who should be principal for a day, which lunch is the best, and where the best pizza is, because that's like an ongoing thing in our classroom. So it's like really basic, not political at all, but I really kind of just want to simulate what the like the voting process would be like. And then what I'm gonna do is, hello, I'm gonna set up a table like in the doorway, so they have to like find their name, and then like that's when I'll tell them which ward they vote in, and then they go vote. So it'll probably be like 25-ish minutes, but I think it's honestly gonna be fun, and I wish I could record it, but I'll just, you know, I'll save it for the memes. Good morning, friends. Happy Wednesday. It's about 6:30. I just got in my classroom. I'm gonna start kind of like picking up the election stuff from yesterday. I'll include like 2 short clips of what I have, but I didn't really get anything because obviously my kids are in it. Well, I made like a makeshift ballot box. I had like a little sign-in sheet with like their names on it. These are my ballots. And it was just simple questions like which special is the best. And then I set up little areas in my classroom that had like different wards on them. And when they were meeting me in the hallway to like sign in or check in, they found out which ward they would go to. And so all of the wards were like spread out around my room. So yeah, that's what we did for election day. Ooh. So yeah, that's what we did for election day. I'm so tired today. Like, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning with a migraine, like a sinus migraine. And my sinuses are really going crazy. Like, this surgery cannot come any sooner. So, I'm gonna try to take it easy today. Chillax a little bit, but it's Wednesday. Halfway through the week.